abusuya ye mame eye Ursula Owusu eye former communication minister. I stand to be corrected under the former president Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo administration. Abusuya ene eye a political analyst bako ababonten. Nechese wababa expose eye mame a enya asem kuto ochene nsemu a if Ghana was to be a serious country anka by now ye mame Ursula Owusu aka otrim yes ko otrim dendende anka investigations kese koso ewo ne nchen a chese enye easy any baby a watam and as watching or many sika edia kwako sie yida no abusuan ka by now anka ya retrieve na ya dia ye ma me Ursula Owusu eda eye France abonten so ginani a ono na danfo na efre no ebo na mane se onam France na abusuan o ginani anso ha ye ma me asade nani ede akire mu ewo eye Singapore abonten so na abusuan birthday ya ma me kodi wo ho no abusuan o chene semu a esewani na nsese eye yaka echero na busia and some of the atudwa efa ye maame eye Ursula Owusu ene some MPP eye appointees ene eye chese allegedly omo criminalities a chese enye easy yenko ne nkokoti ensem a ode atudwa a enya asem kweto so chene nsemu a Ursula Owusu enam freely na sesei osa so press opese obeye MPP omo eye National Women Organizer ananse omo eye General Secretary abusia ene wa expose ye mame Ursula Owusu any some MPP appointees a chese enye easy yanko ne kukutin se modi etudwa na be hye nso abusuan e dia man se ha eda so ye be media je abusuan se enani dedi konitwe channel so a ye be se wa se abusuan be subscribe e de ama ye YouTube channel ya abusuan na wabomodian wabo notification bell no so for more political updates yenti se more political analyst abusuan or the etudwa esa ye mame Ursula Owusu and some MPP appointees bra omobebo or my Ghana within their 8 years administration.
I will bring you a story on Ursula Owusu, where a friend of mine met her at France. What was she doing there? She celebrated her birthday in Singapore. Why is Ursula Owusu not coming to Ghana? I will come and tell you. How much has Ursula Owusu stolen from Ghana? Where is she hiding those monies? Why is Ursula Owusu in a foreign country and yet campaigning to be the women's organizer of the MPP party? Why is Jakbele Mene Waba Wabie Jakbele? We are not going anywhere. Ever since MPP lost, Ursula Owusu has lost from the system of Ghana. Today you will see Ursula Owusu in Singapore. The next time you see her in Morocco. The next time you see her in France. Very soon the money will finish. And she will still face accountability. I am even surprised that Sam Jatta has kept quiet on Ursula Owusu. Why? Is he also doing a plea bargain with Ursula Owusu? Is Sam George doing a plea bargaining behind closed doors with Ursula Owusu? These are questions we have to ask. Because Sam George has gone quiet. It's unusual of him. I like him. Bold. He speaks his mind. Pardon me. Maybe the alata in him, the ningo in him, make him to go wild. But it looks like this guy has been tamed. Is it Ursula Owusu that has tamed him? I will come and tell you. A lot is happening. I will tell you a warning from the president to some people, some ambassadors. Oh yes. Yetinsem. Ladies and gentlemen, I will end here. And God willing, I'll see you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam. Peace. May God bless our homeland Ghana. Make our nation great and strong. May He always give us the strength to be bold and speak truth. The last time some people called me from MPP camp, He said, Dr. Ren, you are a fine communicator. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wants to meet you. He's coming to London this December. We want you to meet him. Do you know what I told them? I said, you know, light and darkness cannot meet. I am the light. He is the darkness. We can't meet. May he stay with you those in darkness. But as for me in light, I have seen the light. And I'm not returning. It is serious. According to the Auditor General, he says, surprisingly, the ministries, listen here, surprisingly, the ministry's own ICT staff weren't trained on how to use most of the monitoring systems they were paying for. How can you, Ministry of Education, your own staff members, training? It reminds me when the Deputy Foreign Affairs Minister under Akufo-Addo's time came to UK and we're having a conversation. In fact, it was a press briefing. And the minister was jobbing us. He was wagging his tongue. An old tongue, of course. And giving us all the raps. It was winter time. As if to say that he was ready to fuck us up. After saying everything, the staff at the Ghana High Commission told the minister, what you are saying, we don't even know about it. We've not been trained about what you are saying. This is how the MPP operate. This is how the MPP operated under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Somebody says, Ren, why do you keep talking about the MPP? Why don't you focus on the NDC? I said, the day that Roman Catholic will stop preaching about the coming of Christ, I will also stop talking about the MPP. For the MPP, I see them today. They are being led by thieves like Bawumia and Co. Thieves like Educhum. That is why I come and preach to you that meneme, koname, sano chiohi. Because if you do not take care and they come back, this time it will be a disaster. Remember, they came first in 1966 through coup d'etat. And the Akufo-Addo came again. As for Akufo, he just came to do small. But the Akufo-Addo came again. And we've seen the results. Let's continue. He said they had access to just one dashboard, while other critical monitoring tools remained inaccessible to the ministry's ICT staff. Connected on paper, disconnected in reality. 3 years into the contract, no user satisfaction survey had been conducted to undermine whether beneficiaries' institutions were satisfied with the service. Yet in 2023, the Ministry of Education, Dr. Educhum, remember the figure I told you, the 6.3? Now listen here. In 2023, the Minister of Education, increased monthly payment from 6.3 million Ghana cedis to 11.5 million Ghana cedis without any justification. Educhum wants to be president. He wants to be in charge of your money so that he can chop the money. He has developed a high taste They now wear Balenciaga. They now drive Rolls Royce. They now drive Lamborghinis, Aston Martins, McLaren. So they want more money. Look, when the Auditor General later sampled 224 of the 1,017 beneficiary institutions in a user satisfaction survey, the result revealed widespread dissatisfaction. The Auditor General result from the survey revealed that 97% of the users reported poor internet speed and latency. All of the users sampled, 100%, said the bandwidth was inadequate for their needs and had abandoned the service. 75% said technical problems remained unresolved for months, and none of those sampled, 0%, reported receiving regular maintenance. And yet, monies were paid. Napo paid money. Educhum also paid money. Maserati. George Dickinson loves Maserati. TV. Busy internet contracts breach. In the last 5 months of 2023, Busy Internet shortchanged Ghanaian taxpayers by billing schools like Achimota SHS, Ebiri Girls, Dabuasi SHS, Takwa, where my father was once a chief of Prestia, Takwa SHS for 30 days of internet service. The schools never received any internet. Yet, they were bailed. Bailing scheme. And they paid. This represented a pattern of systematic overcharging that affected over 400 schools across Ghana. Educhum talks about education. Ministry of Education. He was a thief. That is why the so-called poor man, that is why the so-called poor guy wants to be president. He has stolen a lot of money. He is using the
Oguswa Osha and some no idea de my Sunday the BI can unsubscribe ya subscribe like it to you median share Nema for friends when San can be kindly click on the notification bell so send be the news be to platform no so also one the echo and the POG media Jumediano dear you want to the amount second a year audio no so a so Dr. Ren etwaso adding some dodona de etuja yanko ni konkuti a scandal Oguswa all kind
money to campaign to become flag bearer of MPP. He is a thief. Yoko must pick him up immediately. As for Napo, I know he has been visiting Yoko to and fro. But it is time for Yoko, Raymond Archer, Capo di Capo, to call Dr. Educhum for this behavior. Interrogate him. Because it is too much. It is nauseating. It is uncalled for. Ladies and gentlemen, let me continue. He said, however, the contract between Busy Internet and the Ministry of Education was explicit. A detailed service legal agreement spelled out expectations for service quality, communication, and billing. Yet both sides failed to uphold them. The Ministry of Education and Busy Internet failed to fulfill what was inside the contract. It is because it is orchestrated to defraud the nation. Pure thievery. Pure stealing. Nothing more, nothing less. We'll finish very soon. According to the contract, The vendor was to ensure 99% service availability to each school or education office. Any unplanned outages or service degradation were to be resolved within 4 hours of a reported fault. It is a school ni reported fault within 4 hours the problem must be solved. But because the orchestration from the Ministry of Education, the minister, and busy internet intino. One shemu kenampo amaya nye monetary value for money was lost. He had his plans to steal money so that he can use it to campaign and become flag bearer of MPP. If service was disrupted for more than 4 hours in a day, the vendor will lose payment for the full day. And if service was unavailable for more than half the month, the vendor would receive no payment at all for that month. Yet, Educhum went to increase the monthly pay from 6.3 to 11.5 million. The audit report further revealed that the committee responsible for validating vendor claims should have rejected at least 14.5 million in charges because busy